Hey everybody, here we are again, doing another airplane review. This is my Midget Mustang that I've been working on. It is balsa and tough coat. It's like monocoat. It's a very thin layer of a film wrapped onto balsa wood framing. This was a kit, something you need to put together. This plane came with no electronics. It came with a motor, no speed controller, no servos, nothing. You need to put everything together and get everything yourself. The plane I got for $100, and all the electronics and everything, I ended up spending a little over $200, not including batteries and a transmitter or any of that stuff, just for the plane. Okay, this is from the World Models. This is their Midget Mustang. I built it exactly as they said, except for the servos inside. The picture that they give you in the book is reversed. The elevator and the rudder servos, the way they have it laid out, is reversed. When you get this plane, you'll know what I'm talking about. It'll seem wrong the way they have you set it up. So reverse it where the arms go to, have it go to the other side servo, and you'll be much better off. It will have a lot less restriction on the arms, and you'll see what I mean. If you're building this plane, you're obviously going to notice that, because this is not a beginner plane. The manual recommends that you fly this plane with a 2-cell, 7.4 volt 2-cell LiPo, 1350 milliamp hour. Okay, this is a 30C. This is exactly what the book called for, except for I think it was a 20C in the book. So I got even more power than it could need. Really doesn't matter. It just means that it will deliver up to that much power if needed. Okay, so this is what the book tells you to get. With the stock motor and with a Thunderbird 36 ESC in this plane, the prop that they tell you to use is a 7x4. Now keep in mind, I've tried a 7x4, an 8x4, and a 6x5.5. Right now this is the 6x5.5. I'm going to try that again, and I'll explain why in a little while. I've tried it with all of those props. Recommend was 7x4. I can run faster than it on the ground, and I'm a big boy if you've ever seen me in my videos, and I can run faster than this plane. It will not take off. It won't get going any faster than, maybe 10 miles an hour on the ground, and it just will not take off. So we tried hand launching it. It will Harrier all the way from however high you throw it till it hits the ground. Luckily it was pretty durable, so it survived the 2 tries that I've had so far. Neither of them successful. I mean, 20 to 30 yard flights where I just had to Harrier it the whole way. Didn't have enough lift to take off. Crash landing both times, but minor. It survived. Okay, so what I did was I went to the hobby shop and we decided we want to try a 3-cell. Okay, the motor is actually rated up to 12 volts. So this is actually 11.1 volts, 16C. I tried this battery in this plane, and what happened? It broke the whole front motor mount out, and it made a loud cracking noise as it broke all the balsa wood around here. So I've gone in and I've replaced the whole motor mount. I've also boxed in the sides of the frame. You see that I've added extra balsa to reinforce. I've gone in and CA'd wherever it was cracked. Yeah, it made a horrific sound. So then again, I've rebuilt it. I put the motor back in. I tried with the 3-cell again, and what happened? The motor went it didn't turn. So the motor is dead. They say it can handle 12 volts, even though they tell you to use a 2-cell. It does not work on a 2-cell, will not fly, and if you put a 3-cell, you'll kill it. So I've ordered a Turnigy 2826 brushless with a 2200 kV spin. So at 11.1 volts, I'm going to get, 24,000 RPM, something like that. But it should fly, I'm hoping, with the 3-cell and the motor and my Thunderbird ESC, which is up in there. That actually survived. I really like those Thunderbird ESCs. They seem to do me really well. I like Castle products. They're a very good company. Their ESCs are decent priced unless you're going with the ice, but sometimes you need that. But for their normal Thunderbirds, they're a really good price. But anyways, all in all, I haven't been able to get this plane to fly, and the way the instruction manual has you set it up, it will not fly. So when you buy this plane at the store, do not buy the recommended material. Okay, you're going to need a slightly larger ESC that can handle a 3-cell. You're going to want to get yourself some 3 cells, you know, something lighter, you know, 900, 950. They call for a 1350, but you got to remember this is a little heavier battery now, so we compensate by going a little less on the milliamp hour, which is not going to affect the flight too much, maybe 30 seconds less. So, you know, once I get this thing up in the air again and my motor gets here, I hope to do a video and show you guys it finally flying, I hope. But as of right now, it does not fly, and if you set it up as the way the manual has it, you are going to waste your money on batteries and on all kinds of stuff, and you're going to have to change it back out because it's not going to fly. And make sure when you do put a 3-cell in here and you change the ESC and everything, you set it up for a 3-cell or a 4-cell or anything like that, you're going to need to reinforce all this stuff, otherwise it's just going to break it, and you're going to crash. So if you look on YouTube, there's some other videos of this plane flying. I wasn't able to find any videos of this plane flying stock. I've only found videos of this plane flying with 3 cells, 4 cells, 5 cells, doing 130, 150 miles an hour. And now I know why. I couldn't find a single video of this plane flying stock. So World Hobbies, or World Models, if you guys end up seeing this video, you need to change your manual because this plane does not fly as you guys have us set it up. So we end up wasting money. And you know what? Because of that, I am not going to buy any more World Model planes, or I'm just going to consider souping them up with a bunch of aftermarket parts instead of your guys' recommended parts, because obviously someone didn't do their research. Alright guys, have a good day, and I hope to see you out there flying.